So today I'm here to talk to you about the management of blackgrass at Hougoumont Farm in Wiltshire. This is a farm next to and partly in the Army Ranges of the Salisbury Plain. So a bit of background about blackgrass management in the UK. Blackgrass is a native annual grassweed that is mainly found in arable crops. It thrives on heavy ground. This means it's much more of a problem on clay soils. It produces between 6 and 50,000 seeds per plant, and these seeds need to be within 5 centimeters of surface or they will not germinate. Once buried below this depth, they lose about 75% of the seeds a year, meaning that even after 3 years of being buried, 3% of the seeds will still be viable. The amount of blackgrass is measured in terms of meters squared. For example, a population of 12 means a yield loss of 5%, and 500 plants per square meter means a potential yield loss of 50%. So why has it become such a problem in the UK? Planting crops in the autumn instead of spring has increased blackgrass populations, as 80% of the blackgrass emerges in autumn. This means it's more likely to emerge with the crop if it's an autumn sown crop. Another reason why blackgrass is becoming more of a problem is the increasingly early sowing date. Due to increasingly wet autumns, farmers have begun to drill earlier. This has led to blackgrass populations as the seeds are higher blackgrass populations, the seeds are less likely to be cultivated under soil pre-germinated and sprayed off with glyphosate. However, the biggest factor that has led to blackgrass becoming such a problem is its resistance to herbicides. Now, often weather-dependent pre-emergents do not offer fully adequate protection. To compound the problem, no new active ingredients are likely to become available soon to impact the problem. This has meant a reliance on chemicals is no longer an option in any case in the control of blackgrass. So it is with this backdrop we look at Hougoumont Farm. It is thought that the farm first got its blackgrass from straw being sold in the past. This is through contractors coming onto the land and not properly cleaning their equipment. Or alternatively, neighbouring farms or potentially Army Ranges, which is by them, which has no active weed management program. The farm is on chalky soil, therefore it is not as severely affected as other farms further east that are on heavier clay soils. The blackgrass on the farm appears to be mostly resistant according to the farm manager Mike. Now Mike has begun to take a diversified strategy to deal with the problem, incorporating several different methods. So the strategy is implemented at Hougoumont. Hougoumont has now tried to move away from traditional herbicides such as Atlantis Imidazofuron in favour of a more diversified strategy. So the backbone of this strategy is ploughing. They usually plough about once every 3 years in accordance with the blackgrass population. Although ploughing is expensive and labour intensive compared to min-till, it helps to form the cornerstone of the farm's diversified effort to tackle blackgrass. So another way they've changed their herbicide strategy to deal with blackgrass. For example, using chemicals that blackgrass has less resistance to. Pre-emergent chemicals form the backbone of this herbicide program. For example, chemicals such as flufenicet and pendimethalin. This helps to prevent blackgrass where drilling was not possible. This is then followed up by monolith, which includes mesulfuron and propoxycarbazone. One method that Hougoumont has incorporated into its herbicide program is a false seedbed germination. This is where the seedbed is made so the blackgrass germinates, but is then sprayed off with glyphosate before seed is planted. So another way in which the farmers tackle blackgrass is through the introduction of spring crops. The figure he gave as an estimate was an extra 100 acres in the past 5 years. However, one crop that has also been introduced now is maize, which is contract farmed, but this helps particularly as it enables Mike to spray a herbicide called Samson, which is highly effective and cannot be used with cereal crops. So roguing. Mike said this is usually done on 4 to 5 fields a year and is very effective at stopping the blackgrass seeds, preventing future clusters. As each plant can hold up to 6,000 seeds, every single one makes a difference. However, the process is very labour intensive and can take a significant amount of time, and if the patch is significant enough, then the whole patch will be sprayed off. So another method is changes to cultural controls, and this is what is considered really the most effective way to control blackgrass. One example is the drilling date, which has enabled the incorporation of the false seedbed, and Mike has found a correlation between the later the field and the lower the blackgrass populations. Further to this, in fields where there is an increase in blackgrass, competitive winter wheat varieties such as Skyscraper are used, and where there is less competition, other less competitive but more profitable bread-making varieties can be used, such as Crusoe. On top of this, seed rates are adjusted to outcompete blackgrass. However, there are some drawbacks to high seed rates. For example, it is often associated with fungal diseases such as powdery mildew and yellow rust. So, the future. With resistance to many herbicides blackgrass control will become increasingly difficult. However, it will be up to farmers to find innovative new ways to control it. For example, at Hougoumont, they decided if blackgrass climbs above 10 plants per square metre in many areas, then a grass layer will be incorporated into rotation. As is a mixed farm, this can outcompete blackgrass. On top of this, like many farms, Hougoumont is moving to conserve organic matter in future with processes including min-till and cover crops. And this is hoped that will give the wheat and winter crops an extra advantage to outcompete blackgrass. As can be seen from Mike's approach, there is no simple solution to controlling blackgrass, but is a multi-pronged approach that includes a number of cultural practices along with herbicides. Thank you for listening.
Well done.